Hello everyone, hello. Sasare here with some more Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently going to be doing the level 50 Summoner quest, so let's talk to Ymitra and get that going. Miro, there has been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Quintus' find murdered. The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan is behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bold, or desperate, to commit such brazen act. We should set off to Mordona at once and speak with any survivors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what that cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him, Miro. Okay. I got a toddler running around my house right now, being very loud. And by toddler, I mean my cat. You know how Vector is. Vector is a famous streamer, and that's all we need to know. The ins and outs of his life are not important to us because he is a famous streamer. He will deign whether to share them with us, though. Yes, I'm absolutely certain. It was the same Dark Summoner who Ymitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an elegant summoner, when a man in black robes suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to this arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded into flame. Through the haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the soul crystal from a smoldering body and stride off towards the singing shards. That bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact revenge, then I pray you show them the same mercy he afforded us. Another soul crystal. Yes, it makes sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would now make for a formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I suspected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I'm at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these elegant relics. We shall have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. Hi, Minicat. Vector is so famous he can't be bothered with our measly lies. It's true. Sadly, it is true. Oh yeah, I like the sun, by the way. It's a really cool effect with the crystals there. They glow orange at night, just like in the Burning Wall, but also have this weird, cool dome effect going. Ooh, we're level 50. Gonna be capped to level 50. I'm doing pretty good. Work was nice and quiet last night. I didn't have people harassing me for files that they already had. I have brought you the soul crystals, as promised. Did you just catch all three of them in one hand? We did. Yes. These appear to be the authentic elegant artifacts. Very well. I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems I will draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners, and the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. Oh gods. The pain. The bumbling summoner and her incompetent lackey make an appearance at last. You think to capture me? Fools. I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons, I now command the power of an Elder Primal. You made a deal with the Paragons, and you call us fools? The Ascians will never relinquish their hold on you. That man he was dealing with wasn't a Paragon. A small price to pay if you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being. It is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Hear me, Demon King of Devouring Flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn! This dude just... Oh. He didn't even summon anything. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there is one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. He just summoned an Ifrit Edgy. Just a really strong one. Alright. Well. Oh, it's a Belias Edgy. I've never sensed its power before. All the more reason to defeat this madman. No, it's not enough. Belias, I must have it all. Oh, the tendrils of darkness, I feel them. Oh, okay. Oh, he's still alive, cool. He just limit breaks me. What a fucker. Rotten meat. What? I didn't think it possible. He absorbed the Edgy's power. The power! I'm a god amongst men! Oh. Okay. That was... Okay. By all the memories of Summoner's past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear the disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worshippers, the primals that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion. So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was buried deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Ifrit, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Immortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail. Once the soft-headed fool had been tempered, there was no saving him, and thus I took it upon myself to expunge the stain of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. The primal, no, all primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. Hey, we're in a fate now. I wonder which struck first. Struck the first blow to his sanity: the despair at his brother's tempering, or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that, discounting the means, our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. A summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness until, eventually, the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield, Miro. It is time we return to Akalu Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. This music is so intense for a quest turn in. Anyway, I didn't expect that dude to just fucking fall over as fast as he did. So, I suspect they didn't really change much of that quest, because I suspect with the old summoner, because summoners used to be like use a lot of dots, he probably would have taken much longer to die. Also, the changes in potency of spells and whatnot is probably vastly different than it was back then as well. Oh, how I would love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down to the road to destruction. In this manner, they seek to expunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Ascian looms closer day by day. Thus would I have you armor yourself with the last piece of the Evoker's attire. It was discovered at the same dig site where Tristan seized the Soul Crystal, and the St. Quintus' fine researchers, grateful for your actions in bringing the murderous summoners to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be over-prepared when heading into battle against a Paragon. Wear proudly, Miro. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into full potential of your Edgy. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the Soul Crystal. Still your mind now, Miro. You will hear voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievements. The true power of the Edgy will be yours. Alright. This concludes the summoner. Okay, yeah, same as before. Soul Summoner. Do I don't think we get a title for this one. We do not. Okay. Alright, well, let's take a look at the outfit we just got. Which will be this one. Now, this outfit is not going to be better than what we're wearing now, but we will wear it nonetheless. Just to show it off. Summoner's Horn. Evoker's Doublet. Or something. That's 90, that's 55 for this. Anyway, this is the level 90, item level 90 summoner set. It's just a recolor of the level 50 summoner set that you get. It's pretty cool. I don't dislike it. It looks just like Tristan's though, just not all black. But, you know, I think you can dye it, can you? No, you can't dye the set. So, very cool. Alright, let's talk to... I'm not room 4 apparently. I'm not sure where Enkindle is on my bar. Maybe it's Astral Flow. Enkindle Bahamut. Do I have Enkindle on my bar? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it comes from when you summon them. Anyway. A fitting tombstone. Miro, you visit me at the most opportune moment. I have tidings that you of all people should hear. After our last encounter, I presented our findings on the art of summoning to my fellow scholars. Suffice it to say that the response has been enthusiastic. In addition to a flood of offers to assist my research, I have also been promised a contribution of several rare elegant tombstones. Imagine that any summoning knowledge hidden within those relics would prove of a great benefit to us both. Shall we journey to Mordona now and pay a visit to Rambros? I like how she just assumes that I'm going to be doing this. Tengage, what's it like to be Tengage? Like, if you woke up one day and discovered that Tengage was in bed with you, would you be upset? Miro! How do you fare, my friend? As ever, we here at St. Cornish's Find remain firmly entrenched in our efforts to excavate the secrets of the Allegan Empire. The members of Noah must be armed with the knowledge that they are truly to pave their way to the future. I see you are here with the intrepid Yumitra. Might I assume you have come to collect your promised tombstones? I am most eager to sink my scholar's teeth into something new. Then allow me to feed you further. We have uncovered a number of relics which, on cursory inspection, appear to contain detailed methodology for several summoner incantations. Who better than you to decipher the mysteries? Leviathan, Ramu, Shiva, with every new primal that appears, the importance of thorough study of summoning magic becomes ever more apparent. Speaking of those particular deities, Mira, I'm given to understand that you had a hand in defeating every one of them. Your name features quite prominently in the reports we received from the Silence of the Seventh Dawn. And as you were present at each of the downfalls, then follows that your aura was infused with the essences of those primals. Could it be possible that you now have the potential to call forth a new Egi? By the 12, of course! The most important, the most trying of the requisite conditions has already been met. All that remains is to perform summoning rituals at locations charged with the appropriate elemental energies. Master Rambros, can you suggest any places where the etheric balances tips heavily towards water, lightning, or ice? The Singing Sod should adequately serve your needs for lightning. The area is alive with constant discharge of crackling energy. The Singing Shards it is then. Let us perform the austerities of lightning and attempt to bring Ramu Egi into this world. Yeah, they never did let us have Ramu Egi, so. You share the bed with a big dog and she wouldn't be happy? Or maybe she would. Maybe she'd be like, yeah, 2 humans to the bully. 2 10 gauges. She'd wake up and there'd be 2 10 gauges in bed and she'd be like, wow, this is quite 10 gauging. Let us then begin the austerity of lightning. Concentrate on shifting your etheric energies towards the desired element. Character's all hat right now. I sense nothing. I do not understand. All the conditions have been fulfilled. The summoning ritual has never failed us before. Whatever could we be missing? Well, there's little point in us remaining here if Ramu Egi will not answer your call. Shall we return to Gridania? Are you asking me to get 10 gauged? I am. Tengage, what if you went to the future and found that Vector was Tengage to Piamat? Hello, Miro. I scoured my research notes for a hint as to why the summoning failed, but there was no revelations to be found. I am forced to conclude that the cause must lie outside our current understanding of the art. Thus shall I begin studying the tomestones we received from Rambos, and hope they contain some heretofore unknown wisdom. Mayhap these new Edgi require a different manner of catalyst. While I delve into this mystery, I suggest you continue practicing your art. We enter an uncharted realm of summoning, and you must be prepared, body and spirit. Yeah, the main difference between these Edgi and the other ones is Square never made them. So they were like, let's find a reason for you not to be able to summon them. A matter of a fact. Oh, this is going to teach me an energy siphon. Perfect. You'd believe it? Opposites attract? It's true. Greetings, Miro. Since we last met, the arduous task of deciphering those tomestones has occupied my every waking moment. I have made significant progress, but the cause of the ritual's failure yet eludes me. I am somewhat heartened, however, by my discovery of a number of new incantations. In fact, there's one spell which I believe you could soon master with minimum of instruction. Wait, forgive my interruption. You are the leaders on the research effort of summoning magic, yes? I am Captain Dancing Wolf of the Immortal Flames. It is unfortunate that I find you together, as I have questions for you both. And what would the Immortal Flames want with us, Captain Wolf? Does Uldah's military have some vested interest in the activity of summoners? Just one summoner in particular, madame. We seek a man by the name of Tristan. Then you do know him. I've read reports that you have been in pursuit of our former soldier, but I always like to have the confirmation on our intelligence. The Immortal Flames has its own reasons for wanting Tristan found. If you have any idea of his whereabouts, then I must know what you know. So, Tristan matched his summoning magics against yours and was ultimately consumed in fire. And you are certain he perished? Have we given you reason to suspect otherwise? I do not doubt the veracity of your tale, but there's been an incident. A merchant caravan was recently attacked by a man who, by the description given, closely resembles Tristan in appearance. Should we allow the crime of a former Immortal Flame to go unanswered, then the integrity of the entire organization would be called into question. I will find him and see that justice is served. Well, we looked on as Tristan was engulfed in flames, not remained, not even a charred corpse, and we believe him utterly consumed. Could he have somehow survived that inferno? If he is alive, then we have unwillingly permitted the escape of unknown pawn of the Paragons. Captain Wolf, you must allow us to accompany you on your investigation. Your combined expertise in the summoning arts is most welcome, Lady Ymetra. The attack occurred on one of our roads out of Camp Drybone. Join me at the settlement proper, and we can continue the search for witnesses. Engage. It is time to head to Camp Drybone. Hey there, Dancing Wolf. Ymetra, Miro. As we are now cooperating in this investigation, I see no reason not to trust you with some of its duties. Let's split up and find out what these merchants know. I want to do that. I don't want to know anything about these merchants. Hi, now that you mention it, they did cart the body off of the merchant. Such things are hardly noteworthy around here, though as such, I failed to take notes. Oh my god! A friend of mine survived the assault, said he even caught a glimpse of the Valen's twisted face. I'm certain he would tell you more had he not left the camp moments his injuries were healed. Fred is with you. What? What is with these names? Fred is with her. Vector gonna take Pima to Camp Drybone. This is an Adele stand. The attack out on the road? I hear the man who did it was swathed in a robe that was black as midnight. One of Ifrit's tempered, I should think. So, we have one merchant left alive to tell the tale. According to my inquiries, the intrepid trader will likely be en route to Highbridge. We may yet to catch him on the road if we are swift. Alright, we're heading over to Highbridge. The Highbridge over Camp Drybone. Okay. Victory for me. They didn't even break my shield. Heard a Malja war cries. Are you unhurt, son? Yes, thank you. Well, aside from the injuries I sustained from a previous incident, I suppose. First the caravan, and now this. Must thou be so eager to usher me into his hall? It is concerning the assault on your caravan that we endeavored to seek you out, sir. Is there aught you can tell us of the attacker? I should be glad to see him brought to justice, though I did not see his face in any great detail. Concealed as it was in the depths of a black cowl, I did glimpse a lock of silvery hair. By his stature, I marked him as of Huron stock, and by his fiery servant, a hell-spawned demon in disguise. Fiery servant? Balls! That's the one! Where do you people find those things? The villain in command was in command of Ifrit Edgy then, and we know the affinity Tristan has for the primal flame. Aye, all the evidence points towards our man. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. You have been of great help to our investigation. Oh, think nothing of it. Consider it poor recompense for my rescue at the hands of this gallant adventurer. I must report these developments to my superiors at the Hall of Flames. Pray, join me in Ul'dah. There is more I would discuss with you. There's more he would discuss with us. Hey, Game Rover! Welcome, Metal Slime. How you doing? We're just doing some side quests here and leveling up my my summoner here so that I don't have to not be prepared. Be prepared. Be pre-mini-cat. Mini-cat, mini-cat. Hey, Mira, what you looking at? There's a carbuncle over there. Should talk to you, Mitra. Captain Wolf seems most troubled. No doubt this case has forced him to relive terrible memories he would sooner forget. You know Tristan's older brother, Caden? Both were soldiers in service to the Immortal Flames. Both were soldiers under my command. Our unit was one of many deployed in the mission to destroy the Primal Ifrit, an operation that succeeded at a staggering cost. Those who were not incinerated were tempered, with Caden suffering the latter fate. As you well know, a Primal's power is fueled by the faith of its thralls, and the greatest mercy we can grant such unfortunates is the swift journey to Thalzol's hallowed halls. Tristan volunteered to end the cursed existence of his own brother. He returned to Ul'dah with Caden's blood on his blade, and I watched, helpless, as the guilt slowly strangled the life out of it in his eyes. No words of comfort could reach him, and when he at last quit the flames, he was a husk of the man he once was. Never did I imagine his grief-maddened mind would drive him into such desperate evils. Tristan was my soldier, and it is my responsibility to stop him. Thanks to your aid, we have mounting proof that he is still out there. When we are ready, we shall make our move. We're content to follow your lead in this, Captain Wolf, and we should certainly be fully prepared if we are to meet the Dark Summoner in battle. To that end, Miro, I would teach you one of the incantations I gleaned from these repositories of Allegan wisdom. There's a spell of damaging magic, employed in combat by the summoners of Eld. Let us call upon Captain Wolf again once you have mastered its use. It would not do to engage Tristan while stumbling over unfamiliar magics. Alright, so we're going to learn Energy Siphon. It's basically a AoE energy drain. You are granted the lost wisdom of ancient Alleg. So essentially, guys, when we cast this, we now have Energy Siphon here. It's got a potency of 100 and it hits it and everything around the enemy. Whereas Energy Drain has a potency of 200, so really if there's two enemies, you may as well just use Energy Siphon, because it matches the same strength as that. If there's 3 enemies, Energy Siphon's the better choice. And that grants us 2 charges of Ether Flow, which lets us use Fester and Pain Flare. So, we're going to stop our recording here. Thank you for viewing YouTube.